Hello there. I thought you might want to walk around my garden again. I've not done it for a while. Now we're coming into autumn and everything's finishing off in the garden. It's still looking quite pretty, really, but it's the end of the flowers and it's the end of the colour, and the leaves are starting to go off the trees. I suppose we are in autumn now, but it's a stunning day today, and in the sun it's really hot, although I've just been out on my bike and it's not so warm, well, especially up the hill. So I'll just turn the camera around and I'll do the walk I did before, and we can see how things have changed. So I'll turn you around here, there we go. So you can see that. That's the house. So here's the acers. They're all pretty tired looking now, but the colours are changing on them, and they give some beautiful colours. We have, I think we have some more additions to the Green Man collection. We bought this chap in Glastonbury. We've just been away, so he's sat proudly on the front of the house now. Quite like him. And there's a few more Green Men, but hopefully we'll get the whole of the front of the house covered in them. That'd be quite cool. And there's the rose that was there. Hoping that'll be covered in flowers next year. It's looking really good. It's not doing bad from a stick. Now the root system's established, it's doing really well. And then same with this, really. This Virginia creeper here is doing well. It's not much at the front of the house, but when you look around the side, it's starting to go up the side of the house. There she goes. So look at all that blue sky there. And then around here, so we can see the caravan site next to us now through the trees. This is all cleared. There's nobody there. So we have about 6 months of quiet. There's all the water trickling down the stream. We've just lost all this red colour. This Virginia creeper here on the trees goes beautiful red colour. Look at the colours. The oaks up there, they're all starting to change. There you go. Helicopter activity as well. Where that is. Must be a private one because the military only. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a rescue helicopter just gone across the. So I hope somebody's not stuck on the mountains. We have the Rhinogs behind us, which are most of them are over 2,000 feet. So, but very quiet, and not many people go up there. So, we'll take you around the back of the garage. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the stream, how much water's in it here as well. So it's a bit more gushy than normal. We've had quite a lot of rain recently. I think for a walk round the back of the house. The back of the shed, sorry. And, we've still got roses growing here as well. Those are doing quite well, look at those. Yeah, beautiful flowers these are. There's still one or two, and there's still new ones coming on. So around the back of the shed. There's an offer you can't refuse. So yeah, here's the pear tree. Still completely and totally laden with pears, and I don't know what to do with them, and there's just so many of them. Look at all those! Have you ever seen so many? So I'm going to have a go at picking some of them before they start falling off now. They're just about finished. So they're just starting to fall off onto the ground now. So if I don't pick them, they'll be wasted, but I really don't know what to do with them. Most of the stuff in the greenhouse is finished. All tomato plants. There's a few odd tomatoes on, but they're finished and gone. So we'll have to cut all the ferns and everything down by the stream because they get a bit overgrown. So that'll be a job for over the winter. There's lots of jobs to do now. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. It looks quite pretty down here. There we go. Yeah. So there's a new bike, by the way. How's that? That's done 60 miles now. So I'll have a look at the garden here. Yeah, I'll take you up, but I don't think I didn't walk up here last time. This is where the public footpath runs. There's our new shed. That's the new stable door. So that runs up there. There's Sue in the garden. Wave, Sue. I'll go around there in a minute. Still got these monk's hoods here, so those are in flower. There's lots of asters. Everything's had a beating with the weather. Just stuck in there's a dahlia that I planted. The rain's beaten everything down. So I'll be glad when I can tidy it up, really, when it's all finished. Here you go, Sue's reclining in the sunshine. So I've still got sweet peas on here, on this one, still flowering, but the other ones are finished, and the beans have all finished, and everything's finished. Still quite a lot of colour in there, though, in that bed. Oh, yeah, got new flowers on that one. Look at that there. Yeah, look at that. That's got to be the weirdest dahlia you've ever seen. I've never seen a flower that weird before.
A new one's coming out.
Got a new one. Yeah, and there's still lots of geraniums. There's a bee there on the geranium there. Hello, bee.
Ooh, new moonlights.
Oh yes, Sue's got new moonlights there. And we'll go up here. These are still in flower. These look beautiful. I love these. But they just sort of disappear. They gradually disappear, these flowers, and then one day they're just not there, and you think, oh, where did all those flowers go? There you go. Well, this ivy on here is in full flower at the moment, and there's so many insects on this. There's more insects on this ivy than on anything in the garden. They must really like it. It's absolutely completely covered in bees. There's hundreds of them. Honeybees. So have a look up here. These geraniums are still in flower here. And the sedums, the path has got completely overgrown, and that all needs weeding out again. Can't even see that path, Sue, anymore. It's gone. So, I don't know what to do with that path for next year. So these are still in flower. With the Beckia, quite like them. And then we go up here. Oh, I just tripped over one of Sue's lights. She puts those there just deliberately so people trip over them. There's the fairy garden. It's like a security device for fairies. There's some monk's hoods there, but they're a different colour. Very pale coloured ones. I like these little. These are the same family Rudbeckia, I think. And we're up here. Oh, we've got new fairy lights, look at those. Whoa. I just heard a clunk up there then, and I think there's a woodpecker up the top of the garden. But I might scare him away. I heard something in the tree then. There we go. So we had a good crop of damsons off the trees again this year. I had enough to make quite a bit of jam again. I think I got 20 jars of jam off them, and then I ran out of patience getting the stones out of the jam really. It's quite a long job. I didn't make any damson gin this year. Seem to have been busy doing other things. There's a pond. Keep hearing a noise up here, I don't know what it is. But I'll stop talking just in case we see something. See, it's really quiet up this top of the garden here. Yeah. It's still my favourite part of the garden. So when we've cut it back, we're going to make some alterations up here. Mainly to the steps as you go up. And then we'll see where we go. And I'd like to put a summer house here on this area. But as we're in the national park, I've got to ask permission to put it up, which is a pain in the arse. Or at least I think I have to ask, I'll have to look into it. And we'll go up here. So some brambles come on the cliffs now, which I'll have to get rid of them. I'm tempted to... I haven't used any weed killer in the garden at all, but some stuff you just cannot get rid of the roots unless you use it. So I might just very carefully attack some of these brambles on the rocks so I can... with a systemic, so I can kill the root off, and then I won't have the same problem pulling them out next year. Let's go up to the top of the hill. Roads are quite busy over here. I can hear the road, which you can't normally hear at this time of year. It shows how many people are still over visiting in this area. Thrush just flew off then. Missel thrush in the gorse there. So you can see the estuary, but you might not be able to see on this lens on the camera. There's a miss over there. There's the thrush disappearing. So I could even take you up this bit of the garden here. So you actually can walk up here as well. So now I'm on the top of my cliff. So I have to watch I don't actually plummet off it. But it's a different perspective of the garden down there. Some of these branches in this tree are dead as well, which I think I'll have to put the ladder up and get rid of those before they fall. And I'll certainly have to do it before I build a summer house. Made a mistake here actually, because I've actually got my specs on with which are bifocals, so I'm walking and I can't see the bloody ground, so if I end up on my arse you can have a laugh on camera. Right, here we go. So this is where I normally finish the video, with a look over at the woods and the trees over there which are just turning, and I'll just leave you with that sunshine and the birds. Thanks for watching.